Hello, my fellow dog lovers. I just wanted to come on and do a quick video on basic grooming necessities for most dogs. The first one would be brushing and combing. So it would depend on your dog's coat, but what I recommend is to get yourself, I like Ryan's large curved brush. And you just try it out on your hand, and once you get it like in a swooping motion on your hand where it doesn't hurt, that's the way you brush your dog. And you have, wherever there's hair, you have to brush and comb that out. And I would try it like once a week. Get your puppy used to it real early. Have them smell the brush. Lightly put the backside of the brush on their hair, and then have them smell it again, and then try with the front part. So they get used to the brush. And of course you want to do it before the hair is too thick or has any tangles so it doesn't hurt. So they learn that, oh, this feels good. It's not going to pull and hurt. And so I would try first brush and comb once a week. And once you can get that comb through the hair like a warm knife through butter, then you got it. And if you find the next week it didn't really need it, then try 2 weeks, and so on and so forth. And also before a bath, you must always brush and comb hair, because once the water hits it, it will tighten up and mat up even more. And then more than likely you'll have to start over and clip the coat down short. And then I like to use Dawn, and a little takes you a long way. And then for around the face and head, so that the eyes don't sting, I usually use lavender baby shampoo. And try to avoid water in the ears at any cost, because that is the number one reason dogs get ear infections, with trapped water in there. So usually what I do is I take a little bit of dog ear cleaner with a Q-tip. Now you have to be very careful, and I just kind of go in there gently and see what's going on. Take, if you have a light or whatever, see how the ear looks, and then bathe your dog, and make sure, I can't emphasize this enough, that you get all the shampoo rinsed off, because dogs will have a huge skin irritation if you don't get every bit of shampoo off. And then after the bath, take cotton balls with just a little bit of rubbing alcohol on there, and go in there and thoroughly clean. And then take dry cotton and go in there until you get all the moisture out, so that they don't get an ear infection. And ears should probably be cleaned once a month, period. And also it is very important 2 to 3 times a week to take some toothbrush designated as your dog's toothbrush. Put a little bit, I like gel, just so it's gel for dogs. Put that on your toothbrush. And I like they have breath spray too, that's supposed to be soothing for the gums. I spray a little bit of that on top of the gel. And, maybe once a week, a couple squirts of peroxide. And then you just make sure you get it on all their teeth as best you can, maybe their tongue. And then it keeps working, because, you don't want the plaque and tartar to build up and start, irritating the gums and have that poison go throughout the system. And it just hurts, and then it starts rotting the teeth. So for their health, it is crucial to brush their teeth like that 2 to 3 times a week. And what I do is I reward my dog with, she loves freeze-dried beef liver treats from Stewart's. They're expensive, but she knows that when I get the toothbrush out, I'm going to get a treat. So she's really good about it, and they get very used to it. And then, of course, the nails. Now, that would depend on how much you walk your dogs, because dogs should be walked several times a week, and a large dog should have a good 45-minute walk, and then on down, the smaller they are, the less, maybe 10, 20 minutes, depending on the size of your dog, which helps wear down the nails. But they should be checked once a month, and you just bend the paws back. Always look from underneath the nail, because that's where the quick, which is the blood vein, is longest. And If it's black nails, just tip a little bit off and look. Tip, look, until you see the shadow of the vein, then stop. If you go further, you'll have bleeding and it hurts the dogs, and then it makes them hate having their nails clipped. And again, after that, treats. And if you want to file them, I do like Pedipal. It takes forever, but it does not burn. Every automatic filer that I have tried burns, because I've tried it on my own nails and it instantly burns. And I'm thinking, well, I'm not going to do that to a dog. It burns. But Pedipal does not burn. They're not real good. They don't last very long, but they're cheap. I get them on Amazon. And they do work well. They take a little bit of time, but there's no pain. Even if you touch the pad or get hair clogged, it stops. There's no pain, nothing to worry about. And then, of course, after the bath, if you're going to blow dry them with a cool blow dryer. Never use hot. And also the bath water should be tepid. You run it on your wrist. When it feels good on your wrist, it's going to feel good to the dog. And dogs do not like freezing cold hose water. That's very shocking to them. Maybe in the summer when they're really hot, if they don't mind it. But I think most dogs just don't like that. And then they start to get afraid of water and baths, thinking it's going to be shocking. Towel dry them, and I like to use Glow Coat after the bath too. Spritz a little bit all over because it conditions the coat and it repels dirt and urine. So I think that's about it with your basic dog grooming care. And of course, in the winter, make sure, they have a warm place to be till they dry. I have a forced air dryer. I love those things, but I know not everybody has one of them. So, a blow dryer on like the cool or low heat, never get it too close to the skin to, dry them so they're not sopping wet, and then make sure they're in a warm, cozy place to dry the rest of the way. And so I think that's about, it for basic dog grooming of most dogs. Also, dogs sweat through their pads. So if they have long hair, their feet hair in their pads and around their feet should be kept short, because in the summer, it helps keep them cooler, because they do sweat through their feet. That's the only place they sweat, and then they pant to cool. And in the winter, it also traps in there salt and dirt and cinders, and it could make it moist and prone to an infection. Moisture is, you get fungal infections and things with that. So periodically check your dog's pads. There's a lot of blood vessels in their pads. Make sure that, everything's copacetic in there. There's not, snowballs when they're out in the snow getting, freezing their feet. Okay, so I think that's it. Brushing and combing, ears, teeth, nails, bathing. And if you're going to use a conditioner, use one, made for dogs. That's always good, a little bit of conditioner, but make sure that all of that is rinsed off. But the Glow Coat can stay on. That is meant to stay on. And, it's safe, non-toxic when the dog licks themselves. I've been using it for years. I love it. And all the stuff I mentioned, you can get on Amazon. I know there's probably other places, but I know that Amazon carries all of that. So thank you. I hope this was helpful. And, have fun keeping Fido fresh and clean and healthy. Okay, thank you for listening to me and joining me tonight. And you take care, everyone, because if you're a dog lover, I love you too. So our best friends deserve the best. So if you like my content, please, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you.